if you've been ripped off,
I feel very cheated and conned.
but are struggling to get back your hard-earned cash,
Everything that I'd worked for was gone, basically.
help is at hand from the sheriffs.
Hello.
We're High Court enforcement.
We have an outstanding writ of control.
They're back with a brand new team, determined to get you the money you're owed.
You're wasting our time. I'm now going to call a locksmith.
Acting with the High Court's authority,
He's the one with a court writ, so he's the victim, not you.
they have the power to remove assets,
We're here to retrieve full balance, if not remove goods otherwise.
to ensure you're not shortchanged.
The sheriffs being our last saviour and hope.
Every year, sheriffs in England and Wales recover your unpaid debts totalling £100 million.
I've got my money back and now we can put this matter to bed.
Coming up,
The vehicles that's in there were advertised on S09E02 Motor Company's website 3 weeks ago.
I've never seen it.
when a second-hand car dealer denies any responsibility for a debt, Ben and Miles are forced to take drastic action.
Porsche 911.
An eviction at a pizza shop serves the sheriffs more than they bargained for.
Wow. We've got a camper. I can't believe he's literally sleeping on this. It's unreal.
And when Luke and James chase a debt owed by an international boat manufacturer,
A sunfish race, 3,600.
There's probably about 60 to 80 grand's worth in that one bay then.
it's far from plain sailing.
It would be a case of getting a locksmith here to lock the place up until it's paid.
In Yorkshire, enforcement agents Ben Dyram and Miles Whitworth are on the road. They're heading to Keighley in pursuit of a debt owed by a second-hand car dealership.
We have a High Court writ. It's for the S09E02 Motor Company Limited. We're after just under £2,000 for a private individual.
The claimant is a customer who bought a car which was later found to need expensive repairs. They took the company to court to recover the costs and won, but S09E02 Motor Company Limited never paid, and since then it seems to have rebranded.
Now they're advertising as AMC Keighley, but we believe it is one and the same company.
We need to go in and investigate. Hopefully we'll find something and we'll press them for payment.
A little nip in the air could do with getting warmed up a little bit, a bit of action, clamping and who knows what.
Doesn't look very healthy.
The premises are closed, but signs outside confirm the business's new name. The hunt now begins for evidence to link it to the debtor, S09E Motor Company Limited.
Can you see the seat there? S09E Motor Company. There you go, fantastic.
A card payment machine printing receipts in the debtor's name is a strong indication that this is still the same business.
Might be a little bit too early. It's 8:30.
As no one's there, the sheriffs decide to follow up another lead. They head to a nearby residential address that they found on the company's website. And as they're pulling up, Ben spots something.
Black Beamer and that white mark. Just have a look. There we go. White mark. We found a residential address where AMC Keighley have on the website. We've just done a drive-by past that property and there's a car that matches one that's for sale on the website, parked on the highway. So we will take control of that with a clamp.
If, as the sheriffs suspect, AMC and S09E are the same business, this Mercedes is a potential asset which could be sold at auction to cover the debt.
Try and get a clamp on. Give him a call, I'll tell him what's happening.
With the asset secured, Ben rings the number on the website.
Hello, mate. I'm just giving you a quick call. You have a white Mercedes for sale, a 16 reg. My name's Mr. Dynam. I'm an enforcement agent, and we've just taken control of it by clamping it because we have a High Court writ. Would you like to pop out and talk to us about it? Thank you. Cheers.
Did you say you're inside?
He said he's coming out to speak, so I assume he's inside the property.
Moments later, a man appears.
Hello, mate. We're here with a High Court writ.
Yeah.
Okay. S09E02 Motor Company. That's correct. That's correct.
I don't own S09E02 Motor Company. I own AMC, not to do with S09E02 Motor Company.
Right.
I've got information there. I've got bills and stuff like that at AMC.
Right. Right.
You can check it on the directorship.
Right.
I'm not a director of S09E02 Motor Company.
Right. As I say, if you provide that proof, then we'll resolve it.
Follow him to their office then.
The man jumps into another white car and heads back to the garage, while the sheriffs play catch-up. By the time they arrive, he's opened the unit and is ready and waiting.
Number one, it says AMC Keithley.
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah?
Just come in for a minute, please.
Come here. There's other bailiffs that we've contacted.
Right.
And I write letters to every single one of them.
Right.
Saying we've got nothing to do with it no more. There's nothing else I could do, mate.
Who was speaking to anyway, sorry?
Wahid Iqbal, I'm the owner.
What your name was, sorry?
Wahid Iqbal.
How long have you been here?
1 month. What are you doing?
We just need to look about, mate.
Yeah, okay, then, wait on. Come here. You stop
No,
there.
no, I need to look about.
You come here. Look at what?
I need to look about for evidence.
Wait on. Here, look here. So, you know what?
Let me just have a look about, please, mate.
There you go. Go through them.
I'm just having a look about.
They're all AMC.
That's fine, it's fine. You just calm down for a second, I'll just have a look.
Enforcement agents have the legal right to carry out a diligent search of a debtor's premises for evidence. And while Miles is in the office, Ben heads to the showroom to check out the stock Mr. Iqbal has for sale. Many of them look familiar.
Some of these Audis, they were on the site. The Black Posh. So's the Golf. Boom.
The very same cars were advertised for sale on Aceline's website only a few weeks ago.
Probably all that were on the site are probably all here, and that's too much of a coincidence.
Yeah.
Casting doubt on Mr. Iqbal's claim that this is an entirely different business.
All the evidence has been thrown in a bin to do with S09E02 Motor Company. Plenty of letters in here.
What are you doing?
I'm having a look in here. There's more than one judgment in there.
Yeah.
There's about 3 judgments.
Yeah.
What he's done, he's seen our paperwork, he's put AMC Keithley on the door. He's getting all the evidence and taking it away.
Keep it safe. Cheers.
With mounting evidence that Aceline Motor Company Limited and AMC are indeed one and the same thing, the sheriffs confront Mr. Iqbal.
The vehicles that's in there were advertised on S09E02 Motor Company's website
I don't know. What's
3
it?
weeks ago.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
We did.
Oh, it's nothing to do with me. What when 3 weeks ago, nothing to do with me?
It's everything to do with you.
No, you're wrong. Who's the
No, we're not
director?
wrong.
No,
We're not
you are
wrong.
What does
You are
AMC stand for?
AMC, what does it stand for?
Automotive cars.
Right. Not S09E02 Motor Company.
Nothing to do with me.
Right.
Why is that in your bin?
Because I throw everything away. There's loads of stuff in like that. We write to them. I throw it in the bin. Nothing to do with me.
So that's the original county court judgment that's been torn up and put in the bin.
Why are your receipts in S09E02 Motor Company?
That's an old machine. That's to do with me.
It's on your desk.
I've never used it. This has nothing to do with me.
Hey, calm down.
Listen, there's nothing to do with
Calm
me.
down.
Listen,
Calm down.
Can you get out?
No,
Go,
No,
we can't.
we won't be
Well,
getting
go on
out.
then. Why? What's the problem?
Because we're here with a High Court writ.
So what? How much is it anyway?
Sorry?
How much is it?
You're saying it's nothing to do with you. I can't discuss it with you.
How much is it?
Why?
God bless you.
You need to calm yourself down.
You asked about this Porsche, yeah?
You need to calm yourself down.
With Mr. Iqbal continuing to protest his innocence, will the sheriffs be able to persuade him to pay the money he owes? Few of us can afford to be left out of pocket. If you've been let down by faulty goods or substandard services and are struggling to get your money back, you can use the county courts to recover your hard-earned cash. Around 2 million claims are made every year in England and Wales and can be filed by post or online for a small fee. Both parties in the case will be asked to submit evidence, and you may have to attend a court hearing. If you win your case, a county court judgment or CCJ will be issued against the debtor. If they still don't pay, it's time to call the sheriffs. Collecting unpaid debts isn't the only legal power bestowed upon the sheriffs. They also have the authority to evict people or businesses from properties they're illegally occupying. This morning, Luke Peacock and Grant Bailey are in the home counties.
So we're heading to Reading in Berkshire. We have been instructed to take back possession of the commercial premises. The property's been occupied by a business that's trading in there as a pizza shop. So we've been instructed this morning to re-enter and take peaceful possession of the property.
Peaceful possession involves gaining entry and changing the locks. The sheriffs have the power to do this at a commercial premises without an order from the court. But if there's anybody there, they can't use force to evict them.
We don't expect the occupant to be there. However, by the time the security company have turned up to board the place up, there is a high possibility of the business turning up to operate. We just have to take them as it comes.
I believe this is it on the corner here.
It's Milano's.
Morning, mate.
The locksmith is already on site and knows exactly what needs to be done.
Me.
As the outer security is breached, a makeshift legal notice is revealed.
In this premises, running new business since 29th of May, without consent trying to break anything. Huh? That doesn't even make sense.
But the bizarre communication is not the only surprise that's been left by the people trading here.
Wow.
We got a camper.
That's what?
We got a camper.
Got a camper. Brilliant.
Morning, mate.
A man is sleeping on the floor.
Are you the only one here? Yeah? No one else in the building?
Do you want to pack your stuff up, mate, and head out? I'm just going to put this over my face. Have you got much stuff here? Okay, fine.
Thankfully, the man leaves of his own accord.
Take care. We got quite lucky the fact that he did just leave. If he hadn't have left, then we would have had to abort. It's a common occurrence when businesses know that there's going to be action taken against the property, that they do leave someone inside. I can't believe he's literally sleeping on this.
And the warmth in here as well.
It's unreal. I mean, no wonder he had that fan on through there.
Yeah.
With the squatter gone, the shop is now in the sheriff's possession.
Just making sure there's no other points of entry that could be gotten into. There's nobody left inside. If there's anyone hiding anywhere, this way we know that the property's secure, and the only way they can come through is either through the ceiling or through the wall.
The sheriffs must now await the contractor who will be coming to board up the shop. But Luke suspects he's not the only person on his way.
The guy who was sleeping in here is hanging around and he's not leaving, so it's likely that he's rang his boss or whoever's instructed him to be sleeping in here, and there's going to be people coming down here shortly.
Ben and Miles are in Keighley, looking to recover just over £2,000 owed to a disgruntled customer by a second-hand car dealership called S09E Motor Company Limited.
You can't just walk in and say, oh.
Well, we come with a writ.
At the debtor's address, they've met Mr. Iqbal, who says he's taken over the premises and claims he has nothing to do with S09E.
Why are your receipts in S09E Motor Company?
That's an old machine, that's to do with me.
But the sheriffs aren't so sure.
The vehicles that's in there were advertised on S09E02 Motor Company's website
I don't know.
3 weeks ago.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
We did. We're going to have a look.
No, you can't do this. They're all websites, my friend.
Is that one?
Because you prove it to me. This belongs to S-Line.
You prove it doesn't, because that was advertised on their website.
Okay, shall I get the owner down then? He might give them to sell beforehand.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
That black Golf. This was also advertised on their website.
Might have been.
No, it definitely was. It definitely was.
The guys who gave it to me to sell, they said they want to send the cars for us. That's what I'm doing. This is my website is here. We're loading the cars up.
Right.
Which cars you know about? Porsche. Days in stock 2 days.
Right.
I've had it 2 days.
No, that's fine, but 3 weeks ago, the vehicle is in here.
So what?
So we'll take control of the vehicle
Why
if need
can't
be.
you help me take control of the vehicle?
I'll take control of the vehicle if I need to.
Why? You don't take control of the vehicle.
Because we've got evidence that S09E02 Motor Company are still here.
S-Line, where are they then? Come and tell me.
You've just torn a receipt up off the
That's
desk.
been gone. Go back to that thing, yeah? It goes back 3-4 weeks. It's suddenly there. What we're doing, throw it away. They're going to come and pick it up. Never used it.
If I moved in somewhere, I wouldn't be sat at somebody else's desk.
This is our desk, my desk. So
why is somebody else's printer on there?
There's a lot of
evidence. A lot of evidence.
Faced with the threat of one of his cars being removed today, Mr. Iqbal comes up with a plan.
You can wait here. I'll lock the door. I'll go.
Can't lock the door.
I'll go to court.
Why would you go to court?
Because I'm going to tell them you're in my premises, yeah? I don't want you here. This writ's got nothing to do with me. The judge can decide what to do.
The judge won't speak to you if it's got nothing to do with you.
A county court judgment can only be contested by the debtor themselves. If Mr. Iqbal isn't connected to S09E02 Motor Company, then the court will not be able to help.
It's entirely up to you.
Yeah.
We're here to resolve it now.
The premises.
No, we certainly can't.
Why?
Take your hand off us, Matt.
Why can't
Thank
you
you.
leave the premises?
Because we're not. We're here with a writ, as I said.
My friend, you're not to leave.
No, I won't be leaving. Won't be
Can't
leaving.
leave.
Won't be leaving.
You have to stay here. I'm going to court.
The closest county court is nearly 10 miles away in Skipton, and the sheriffs are left in an unusual position.
Well, we're in the right place. I think we've got the right person.
Yeah, I do.
What they're lacking is an asset that they can be sure is owned by the debtor company. The cars here may well belong to customers, as Mr. Iqbal claims, and removing one could be a costly mistake. Instead, the sheriffs make a record of all the vehicles. Before heading back to Mr. Iqbal's house to check up on the car they clamped earlier. When they arrive, the car is there as expected.
Still here.
But surprisingly, so is Mr. Iqbal.
Hello, mate. Thought you were in Skipton.
Yeah. The judge hears it. We'll go back. Pay them £50.
That's all.
You can hear it.
Nice.
So when they get back to me, I'll tell you.
Despite telling the sheriffs he has nothing to do with S09E02 Motor Company Limited, Mr. Iqbal seems to have managed to secure another court hearing in 2 days' time to appeal the judgment against it.
There's not what we can do, is there? Yep.
For now, continuing the enforcement is too risky.
It's not my debt, mate. You know it's not my debt, or you'll be
Mate, I do believe it is your debt personally.
We've removed the clamp on the Mercedes vehicle because Mr. Iqbal's provided us with a slip where he's attended court and made a payment so the case can go back to court. The vehicle, we can't 100% guarantee that it belongs to S09E Motor Company. We have to be 100% sure in this game. So we are going to withdraw at the moment. It is frustrating. We believe we have the right man, the right company. So we will do some more background checks and we will return with the facts. One way or another, we're going to get the result on this case.
Later, after the court considers Mr. Iqbal's claim,
Porsche 911.
The sheriffs uncover new evidence at his car lot.
That's him, same clothes and everything.
In Reading, Luke and Grant have taken peaceful possession of a pizza takeaway shop, which was being illegally occupied. A man found sleeping on the floor left when asked to, but has been hanging around outside.
I'm not going to open the door yet. He hasn't asked us to come out and speak. So until he does, unless they're away from the property, the door's not coming open.
And now a second man has arrived. This man is presumed to be the person illegally trading from the premises, so the sheriffs aren't taking any chances.
Obviously, if we open the door, it's a pull door, so it's very easy for them just to put their foot straight through and push us back. The difficulty we faced this morning is we've got the landlord coming and a team to secure the property. And with the guys here, it just makes things that little bit more difficult. It's very easy for temperatures to go quite high, quite quick.
Eventually, the man comes to the door.
Step back. Right to the van. Keep going back. To the van. Yes.
Once he's at a safe distance, Luke is willing to hear what he has to say.
You're from the High Court, right?
Sorry?
You're from High Court.
We're enforcement agents.
High Court enforcement.
Enforcement
right?
agents.
That's right. You have a notice.
The notice is on the door.
That's not a notice, sir. That's not from the court.
It doesn't matter. It's a commercial premises.
Right. Okay, this commission. Can you see that thing over there?
Yep.
The machine over there. That's from my lawyer. I'm in possession of this property since last year. This premises under my company.
You need
I need a court notice. Do you come into my property?
Right. You don't. We've
Okay.
done everything by the laws.
Okay,
It's a
right,
commercial premises, so there's no requirement to go to court.
Okay. So I've paid the bill for the building. I've done everything. So you're into the building right now.
Yep.
They've taken the money from me.
I don't know about that, sir.
You don't-
No, we
I'll have
don't,
to
sir.
call the police then.
Call the police.
Okay.
Confident their client is the rightful occupier of the property, the sheriffs are unfazed by the man's threats.
He's claiming that everything's up to date and what we've done is illegal. So I've advised him that he needs to take legal advice. I'm not in a legal profession, he's not in a legal profession, and he's now on the phone to the police. I don't believe the police will attend this morning for such an issue. It's a civil matter.
As expected, the next to arrive is not the police, but the client.
Hello. Lovely. Oh.
Hi.
Come on in. Come in, come
Hi.
in. We'll just lock the door because there is one of the guys still lurking around. Oh, actually, his Mercedes is gone, so he may well have left.
The full story of what's taken place at the shop now emerges. Mrs. Kakad says she bought the lease 10 years ago for her children, and the man outside is someone they recently entrusted to look after it until her son was in a position to take over.
We employed this man to run the shop, and we asked him to pay the rent in time, do the maintenance of the shop, and keep all the accounts so that when we come, we can check what is going on. So we slowly came to know that he's not paying the rent. So I have paid from my own pocket. He didn't pay the insurance in time, the building insurance, which is important. And I had to give all that from my pocket since last 12 months.
Mrs. Kakad works as a teacher, and the situation has taken its toll on the family finances.
I've lost all my savings, all my salary, and I'm in debt.
Nightmare.
Nightmare. Sometimes running a business is not easy. Honestly, running a business is not easy.
It sounds as if they had agreed with an individual to come and manage the shop on their behalf, and he's then taken that as, I'm inside the property, it's mine, when there's no lawful lease in place. The lady's not received any money from here. At the same time, she's still having to pay the rent to the landlord. with no income other than her individual salary from her other job. So for the client, it's a great result, but they've still got a long way to go to get things back to where they were before. When we came in this morning,
Okay.
these cardboard boxes down here, someone was sleeping on them.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So that means he was making someone sleep here
Exactly.
to keep an eye.
Yep.
In this premises, nobody is allowed to sleep. So
No.
that is illegal what he did.
Mrs. Kakad now plans to sublet the business to a new tenant. But until she finds one, the property needs to be well and truly secured. As well as the entrances being sealed up, as an extra precaution, a 24-hour alarm system is also fitted.
Good stuff. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
No problem at all.
Really, and I'll send you good messages that, yeah, my shop is open again.
Good stuff. Lovely. Okay, thanks very much. Take care. See you later. Really pleased with how the job went today. From the client's perspective, she got a shop back.
If you've won a county court judgment but are still out of pocket because it hasn't been paid, for £66 you can get the case transferred up to the High Court, which will issue a writ for enforcement by the sheriffs.
Can you please come to the door?
Here with the High Court writ today.
We will be executing today, if not removing goods.
These High Court awards have to be paid, and the sheriffs have unique legal powers to ensure you get the money you're owed.
Here regarding a High Court writ of control.
We can't get off the site today without full payment.
If you shut the door, us will get a lock stop here. Why are you preventing us access?
And there's no limit on the size of debt they can pursue.
£8,691.22p.
£40,386.
You can just do the bank transfer.
If they're successful, they'll recover your money and costs from the debtor,
Brilliant.
Cheers, thank you.
as well as their own fees, which are set by the government.
We'll have to take the case to the next stage, and we'll have to get removal trucks here to remove your goods.
If the sheriffs can't get your money, you'll be asked to pay another £90 to cover their costs. It's early afternoon. Enforcement team Luke Peacock and James King are chasing a debt owed by an American boat manufacturer that has a distribution centre in the Midlands.
Today we are visiting a company called Laser Performance, and the balance that we're going to collect is £11,081.61. The claimant delivers yachts and boats, and that's where this money is outstanding from.
Laser Performance is the world's largest producer of small sailboats, so James has every reason to be hopeful of recovering the money.
Anything like a boat or yacht are generally quite expensive, so we should be in a good position to obviously take control of goods.
So I just found out that they deal in boats and parts.
So parts for boats.
So we may not even find boats, we might just find parts. Well, this was Laser Performance Showroom.
The sheriffs head into what appears to be a rather large warehouse.
Hello?
Hello, mate. We have an outstanding writ of control for Laser Performance LLC.
I'm guessing because we've not paid the bills.
Are you in charge of the business here, are you? Or?
Bottom man, mate. We're just a little distribution centre, so we don't control anything.
Right, I see. Are they based at another office, I'm guessing?
Yes, everything's based over in Portugal. I'm going to go get someone to come out and speak to you guys.
Lovely, thank
Yeah,
you.
lovely, thank you.
Getting the overdue debt paid from overseas today could be a struggle. So whilst they wait for the warehouse manager, the sheriffs begin casting their eyes over potential assets.
What's the yellow one for, you think?
Fun boat.
That's the fun boat.
We can all get in that one.
You think it's got a bar on board?
Many of the boats are bulky, so would be expensive to remove and store. But the sheriffs soon focus in on a stack of sailboats that are much more compact.
How much they're worth?
A Sunfish Race, 3,600. Sunfish Race Ice Blue, orange. So all about 3,600 quid.
So it's probably about 60 to 80 grand's worth in that one bay then.
So we've got all these, well, plenty to cover it. Otherwise, goods can be removed.
A member of staff has managed to get the Portuguese accounts department on the phone. They're saying that the payment can't be issued from the Portuguese office, but by another branch of the business based in Germany.
Yeah, no, I get that, but my point was you'll send it on to Germany then, yeah? Okay.
They've agreed to make the payment through the accounts team in Germany.
Okay. That's got our bank details.
So this is what they need to pay.
Yeah, that's what I need to pay to. That's the balance.
And we just go back to my office, I'll scan it through to him. Can you just make sure that it's obviously an instant transfer?
But 30 minutes later, there's still no sign of the money.
Well, internet banking, obviously I don't know how it works in Germany, etc., but an instant transfer is an instant transfer. It hits an account within 2 hours.
Luke has the accounts department back on the phone. The German banks close in less than an hour, and they're struggling to make the payment.
But if you turn around and say to us the money will be in your account by tomorrow morning, then we'll have to take action.
The problem we're having is this is an international company with their accounts department in Germany, and obviously Germany are an hour in front. So what they're trying to do now is they're trying to make the payment from the States.
It's still a waiting game.
With just minutes to spare, will this international company wire the money through in time? Or will the sheriffs be forced to take control of the warehouse?
It's done, is it? All done, mate. Manager's just come back to us with confirmation that they've paid the balance. So he showed me the remittance advice, so I just got to give the office a call and check that the money's in. Hi, sir, you all right? Good. Could you check a payment for me, please? Oh, you do? You've got it already, have you? All done, boys. He advised us that upon receipt of the bank details and the instruction from us, the payment would be made within 10 minutes. We then received another call back for them to say that there's a problem with the payment and it's not going to hit the account until tomorrow. Therefore, there's a little bit of suspense as to whether we were actually going to get a result today or whether we would have had to take further action and enforce the writ further.
And they were able to speak to the bank and get the payment made today.
Great outcome for us, great outcome for the client, good result all round.
Thanks to the sheriffs, the freight company finally got the money they were owed.
Take care, guys. All the best.
Hey, Jakes. Take care. See you later.
Laser Performance told us that all matters have been settled, including the payment of any invoices, and that timely payment of invoices would require timely and satisfactory delivery of services. Back in Yorkshire, Ben and Miles are again heading to Keighley on their way to S09E02 Motor Company Limited. The business owes £2,000 to a customer who was sold a defective car. On their previous visit, they had to walk away after Mr. Iqbal managed to secure a new court hearing. But his appeal against the judgment was rejected, so today the sheriffs are returning, armed with new information.
We've done our research. We have proof that one of the vehicles there is owned outright by the debtor company, S09E02 Motors Limited. So we're returning today to more than likely remove goods.
Using the registration details they noted on their last visit, the sheriffs have discovered that this black Porsche belongs to the debtor. If he doesn't come up with the money today, it will be seized.
We're meeting up with a locksmith, a removal truck. Unfortunately for them, there is additional costs to that. There'll be storage fees on the vehicle. So yeah, it's an expensive day for him. tow truck's already on site.
Next door.
What we're checking?
It's a Porsche 911, hopefully.
The unit is once again closed.
Paperwork, computer and everything's still on the table, mate.
But this time, they won't be waiting around. High Court enforcement agents are legally entitled to force entry into commercial premises.
I'll give it a go, huh?
Shall I give it a go?
You haven't got a bar or anything, have you? You got a bar?
I mean, not going to do it by myself, am I?
Better on edges with this.
Yeah. Come on. Want to go in one corner?
As the Porsche is key to today's operation, the first thing Miles wants to know is whether it's still there.
Can you see under that?
It's gone. Ah, dear.
That's a blow.
It's a major setback, but the game's not up yet.
Got to wait here, I'll go to that other address. I'll just wait around.
Yeah,
have a look. If it's there, and it's other address, we'll come back and we'll get everyone over there.
As well as ownership details, the background checks on the black Porsche reveal another residential address where it may be kept. If the sheriffs can find it, then all they'll need to do is immobilize it with a clamp, and the job would be in the bag.
Tell the truth. No Porsche.
But it isn't there.
Hello, pal. The car's not there, so we're heading back up to Keighley now.
Thankfully, back at the unit, Ben is having better luck.
I found the original judgment. I've got a utility bill here, again, for the debtor company, S09E02 Motor Company Limited. But I also found something of interest that shouldn't have access, a company of this size shouldn't have access to what I found here. I found a bag full of main dealer stamps for service books and an ink pad. So you've got your ink pad there, and you've got all dealer stamps from Toyota, Vauxhall, Mercedes, loads of different makes there.
Stamps like these are usually only kept by the major vehicle manufacturers themselves, as a way of authenticating that a car's been serviced in one of their own accredited garages.
They should not have access to stuff like that. It's got to be reported, that. The more we dig, the more we find.
And by scanning through the company's CCTV footage, Ben is able to reveal one final piece of the puzzle. What happened to S09's Porsche?
That's him, same clothes and everything.
Right, so as you can clearly see on the CCTV, that is our chap who's denied all knowledge of having anything to do with the debtor company driving the only listed asset of S09E02 Motor Company Limited away from the property. That's the footage there before our very eyes.
What, when did it go?
Monday, between 8 and 9 o'clock.
In the morning?
In the morning. Amazing, isn't it? I'll give him a quick phone call and give him the good news.
With Mr. Iqbal's link to S09E02 Motor Company Limited now beyond doubt, the sheriffs are ready to pile on the pressure.
Hi Wahid, it's Mr. Dynam again. We have CCTV footage of you driving away the black Porsche that was registered to S09E02 Motors Limited, the only listed asset of the debtor company. So we are now at the stage of removing goods if we can't resolve this.
Mr. Iqbal still denies any link to the company.
And I've got number plates here with S09E02 on. I've got paperwork, I've got utility bills here from the debtor company, S09E02 Motors Limited. You know, we've got all the proof we need, which entitles us to remove goods, basically, if the debt isn't paid. But I found other stuff in this office that other agencies will be more than happy to find out about. We're after a balance of £4,059.25 now, because there's locksmith fees, 2 tow trucks, all those other fees have been added, you see. That's what it adds up to, £4,059, so the balance has doubled. Obviously not very happy about that, but as I say, if this had been paid, it would have saved on countless fees. I didn't tell him what I'd found, but I said I did find items that would be interest to other people, such as the police or trading standards, and he basically instantly said what was the balance, and he was going to pay it. Now, this is a man that has denied all knowledge of anything to do with S09E02 Motors Limited, and now suddenly, I found this little bit of leverage. He is going to come down here for 2 p.m. and sort things out.
But the sheriffs don't have to wait that long, as shortly after, Mr. Iqbal's cousin arrives.
I've come to give you some money. Let's work it out and get it over with. I've got it here with me. I'm happy to give it to you. £2,000. And that's it. Just take your money, call it a day.
The man has brought half of the money and wants to come to some kind of deal for the rest.
Honestly, I've come here to help sort the situation for him. What agreement you can have for me?
What sort of agreement are you after?
Tell me what you can do for him.
£2,000 now, £500 a week, 4 weeks.
£250 a week.
No.
But just as they're arguing over the terms, Mr. Iqbal suddenly arrives.
£2,000 now and £500 a week. If you do that, you've got an agreement. You sure?
Yep. Okay.
And the deal is done.
Thank you.
The man who had claimed all along that he was nothing to do with S09E02 Motor Company Limited has finally agreed to pay the business's debt.
That's 2,000 in cash. I'll write the balance down for you.
Can you sign the print name, please? Thank you.
Thanks for coming down and resolving that, really.
Thank you very much, yeah.
Although the sheriffs are leaving without full payment just yet, they're confident the battle is won.
It's difficult when there was only one asset owned outright there and it was taken away. So on the day, yes, a good result.
We are hopeful that it will be paid in full within a month.
He has learned now that we won't back off until that balance is cleared.
Mr. Iqbal did continue to make the payments, and the customer has finally got the money they're owed.